my friends, I'm Bee and this is Bee's Intuition, and today we're going to just do a basic love reading. We're going to see what is in the cards for the collective when it comes to love. Doesn't even have to be specific to romantic love. It can be whatever comes out. Sometimes it's more friendship related. Sometimes I get messages that are more family oriented. So we'll see. Okay, off to a good start already. Okay, first card, Judgment. 9 of Cups. The Devil. And the 9 of Pentacles. No, 10 Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Pentacles. So far what I'm getting is a huge transformation. Okay. So what I'm getting so far, starting with the Judgment, is that you are transitioning into something on a very spiritual level. Also, this could have to do with a major judgment that you have to make. So this could even be regarding relationships in some regard. And then with the 9 of Cups, I see that you are very content at this time. I see that you are very happy. You may have achieved many things along your spiritual journey that you are proud of. And with the Devil card, you could even be an aspect of what you are proud of along your spiritual journey could have to do with toxicities and maybe codependent relationships. Maybe you're getting rid of that mindset, those mindsets around those things. And then with the 10 of Pentacles, I see that you're manifesting some major security in your life. Most likely financial, but it could be regarding like just a happy home life in general, because that's like some major vibes that I get from the 10 of Pentacles. And then with the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you could currently be going through a tough time financially or in terms of your own stability, security within yourself. And so I think that this 10 of Pentacles is probably going to be a surprise for you. I don't think you're going to see it coming, especially if this is what you're currently dealing with. All right, and you could also have experienced disappointments in love. Yeah, you could have experienced disappointments in love as well. That could be another aspect. Let's start clarifying. All right, starting with the Judgment card. Ooh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, they have a story to tell me apparently. Okay. Okay. So, the Moon card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, oh my goodness, the High Priestess, I'm sorry, I'm just like, okay, the 8 of Wands and 6 of Wands. So there's so much for this Judgment card. Okay, let me get this arranged so that I can see the story more clearly. This is a lot of cards. I usually don't take this many, but the way that it came out just told me that it's supposed to be that way. Okay. Wow. So something you're in the dark about currently with the Moon card, something you don't know. And perhaps this not knowing something is causing fear or anxiety. The Wheel of Fortune indicates that things are turning in your favor, especially if things haven't been going your way for a while. They are turning in your favor. The Strength card, you may have been showing a great amount of strength within your spiritual journey, within yourself, within things that, you know, have to do beyond the physical, you know. things that you've been working on. So you may have really been going through a period where you had to be strong, and maybe that's something that you're kind of leaving, especially with the Six of Swords following that. So maybe like you're coming into a time that is more comfortable and not so intense and tense. Yeah, tense is really the word I'm getting. If you've been feeling kind of like tensed up and stuff, it seems like that could be changing for you. And then the Seven of Swords came out as well. So perhaps this time of tenseness was due to somebody's actions that did not align with your values. So somebody trying to get away with something that they probably shouldn't have. And the High Priestess indicates that you're in a time of great intuition and a connection to the divine. So I feel like your intuition told you that something wasn't right with a situation, and I think you had to leave that situation. And through that, I sense that this could have like leveled you up to a degree, you know, especially on your spiritual journey. If you had to leave something behind that no longer served you, I feel like that could be something that is really causing some positive change in your life. Because with the Eight of Wands, this indicates incoming communication, typically passionate, something that is happy. You know, this is a pretty positive card. So you could be having incoming messages from somebody. With the Six of Wands, you could be in the spotlight for some reason. Or, yeah, I sense that that's coming really clearly. You could be in the spotlight for something that you're achieving. This could be your own personal you know, goals and spiritual goals and stuff. It may not have to be physical, but there is this sense of you being celebrated. And I also like the Six of Wands because it's like you're being celebrated for the things that are unique to you, your unique strengths. That's what's being celebrated with this card. So this is an intense one because you have 4 different major arcana. So that's pretty intense. These are intense changes happening for you, but powerful. There's such a huge connection to the spiritual with this one. There's a lot of spiritual significance to this transition that you're going through right now. This time of coming out of a time of tenseness and worry and fear and having to be strong and maybe even being betrayed by certain people. And then you're coming into this time of wisdom, divine connection, divine inspiration even, you know. You could be finding yourself suddenly inspired to do things that you don't typically do, or gravitating towards something that you just have some sort of internal knowing that that is what you're supposed to be doing. So maybe that's another message with the High Priestess is, you know, trust that intuition, trust the messages that you're getting from the divine at this time, because it's going to lead to positive things with the incoming communication and the being celebrated. So you actually could be being celebrated for something that has to do with your spirituality. Maybe you are doing something with your spirituality. Maybe you're becoming some sort of spiritual teacher, or some sort of like maybe you're just even just sharing your spiritual experience, and it's causing people to really resonate with that. Especially if you've been through some stuff, and like, you know, with the Strength card, I definitely feel like you have been through some stuff, and with the Seven of Swords as well. So, yeah, I feel like you could probably really relate to people in that way where it's like, I know how bad it can be before it becomes great. You know, it's like almost like that kind of storyline that I'm getting there, where it's like you may be just inspired to share your story, and that inspires so many others as well. Okay, so I want to continue clarifying, but before we do, the Temperance is at the bottom of the bottom of the deck, and so that really indicates that you are turning negative experiences into positive ones. You are in a time of alchemizing those energies. Yeah, you're just like, you're transforming not only yourself but the energies around you. And at the when I saw this, it showed me underneath, which is the 10 of Swords. So yeah, you've probably been through a lot of pain, a lot of backstabbing, but it's all coming to an end. The 10s indicate the end. So this cycle of your pain is over. It's not gonna keep being so painful for you. Okay, let's clarify the 9 of Cups, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Anything for that? Ooh, okay. Justice card. Something about experiencing a great sense of justice with your accomplishments. Because, like, to me, the 9 of Cups is all about celebrating your own accomplishments. And with the Justice card clarifying that further, I just feel like there's something about your personal accomplishments that is causing such a powerful balancing of the scales. And it could be revealing something, either about yourself or about something in your life, because the Justice person is holding up a sword, if you can see that. So the swords indicate the truth. Or they can indicate the truth, I should say. But there's definitely something there. So I'm getting, yeah, it's kind of circling back to what I was saying before, that you're being celebrated potentially for something that's very spiritual in your own spiritual journey. And it's bringing about this great sense of justice. I'm going to clarify more. Ooh, what other cards, please? And thank you. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. The Sun card is coming out. Sorry, there's cars in the background that are making lots of noise. Y'all done? Let's hope they're done. Anyways, so yeah, this strong sense of justice is going to be bringing you this happiness that is just so incredibly happy. Such good vibes. Ugh, these cards are so noisy. The Judgment card also came out, so that's interesting because we had the Judgment card earlier. So yeah, okay, the Judgment card is actually going very hand in hand with the Justice, I'm noticing. The Justice card and the Judgment card together, which speaks of a judgment that has to do with justice. Well, if you're going through anything that's regarding legal stuff, you could be very happy with the results of what gets decided. You know, if you're going through anything in the courts or whatever, you could very well find that things are ending up in your favor. And so, yeah, you could have, if this has to do with legal stuff, this could be something that you were personally anxious about or nervous about. Also, the 3 of Pentacles also came out, so you could be working together with others. Maybe even, yeah, you could be getting help from somebody else outside of you, and that's why you're having success when it comes to this legal situation. And there is like something to do as well with your personal achievements. So maybe this is another achievement that you're adding to your long list of achievements as well. That's just great energy. Yeah, so you probably are receiving help from an outside source, and you are working together to probably build a case, especially if this has to do with legal stuff or the courts. So you could be finding yourself in a very favorable time because of that, working with others. Or if this has nothing to do with legal, you could always, with legal stuff, you could always be being drawn to working with others during this time, and that could be achieving even more greatness for yourself and for others, it seems like, too, especially if, like, you know, it's a mutually beneficial relationship that you're, you know, and I'm not saying relationship in terms of romance because it doesn't really seem like that, but it could be. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much whatever the situation is, whether it has to do with love or legal stuff, you're going to be happy with the results. I definitely see that. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands as well, so you could be coming into a time of confidence, really, and of a brilliance too, because the Queen of Wands has like this sort of glow about her, you know? It's like attracting people. So you could be finding yourself having people be attracted to you during this time. You're probably very attractive. And yeah. And also, if you're feeling good, I feel like that's just gonna naturally bring people towards you. Yeah, because like you're in that vibration, that frequency of love and happiness, and I feel like that is also what you're going to be attracting. So yeah, this is awesome. Okay, the Devil card, please. Clarification, if you will, please and thank you. For the collective. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, actually. Okay. Nine of Wands. The Star card. The Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I like that. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So, double confirmation with that. So, and this is clarifying the Devil card, so you have experienced some stuff in your past and it left its mark, pretty much. Probably had to do with toxicity of some sort. Could also have to do with addiction, doesn't have to be. But when the Devil card shows up in readings, especially since this is related to love, it most likely is a love connection, or maybe multiple that you've had in your past that really were not healthy, and this kind of left its mark on you, but not for long. I feel like you're healing that, especially with the Star card, because I feel like the Star card has such a healing energy to it as well. I mean, like, look at the way that she's like pouring the water onto the land and into the pool of water as well. So I've heard that is that speaks to, like, you know, feeding yourself and the collective. So you probably have been taking really good care of yourself to recover from these past experiences, and as a result, you are manifesting like crazy. And there's some guiding star for you right now. There is some sort of inspiration. Could be divine inspiration. Maybe it just comes out of nowhere and you're like, I don't know why, but I need to do this thing. That's like another message that keeps playing over and over for me, is like, I don't know why, but I'm being drawn to doing something. And yeah, there's just a connection to the divine that is so strong within this reading. You are so tapped into the divine. And I think that was also relevant for my last reading that I uploaded as well. So my collective is tapped into the divine. I really love this. Knight of Wands could even be you exploring something here. Or it could also be somebody coming in to communicate with you about passion. So maybe there's a new opportunity to not necessarily heal those past relationships, but to help you heal yourself from those past relationships, if that makes sense, you know? Because like there's a new opportunity here with somebody, if that is the case. If this isn't you, then it could be very well somebody coming towards you to kind of share. Maybe they've been interested in you for a while and maybe they're finally communicating that to you. Although the Knight of Wands is more of like a, what's it called? Impulsive energy. So this could be, well, I suppose, like, you know, this could be somebody that has liked you for a while and finally they're just like, you know what? F it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to tell this person how I feel. And I feel like you're in this Queen of Pentacles energies. Like, you're just like very friendly, down to earth, just like stable, confident, in touch with nature. You're probably very in tune with nature as well, not only just the divine. But honestly, I feel like nature and the divine are very much connected. There's not too much of a difference in my opinion. But yeah. And I think that this energy that you are embodying is drawing people in, whether you realize that or not. And I really love like the Queen of Pentacles upright, because like she just, I don't know, she just has such good vibes. Just like somebody that's just like chill, you know, like somebody that doesn't really bother anybody, somebody that just like is kind of doing their own thing, but also at the same time doesn't just focus on themselves. They also like care about others around them, and they want to also give to others around them. So it's like you have a very, what's it called, open, comfortable energy, and I feel like it could very well make you more approachable to certain people that have been wanting to come towards you. And again, this could even be something that is directly related to your divine path. So if this is regarding romance, this could be some sort of soul partner. I mean, they're showing up as the Knight of Wands, so it's not like super developed, but it could develop over time the more you get to know this person. I forget if I told you, but the Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Oh yes, I did, because I said double confirmation because we had the Nine of Cups earlier. So yes, your accomplishments are huge during this time. And like, I think that there's also this part to the Nine of Cups that's not only just your accomplishments are awesome, it's also that you recognize how awesome your accomplishments are. And it's like, you know, self-contentment. Like, this guy is so happy about his trophies here, you know? He's accomplished so much, and I feel like you have as well. And it's not, yeah, because like, you know, somebody can be the most beautiful person in the world, but if they do not believe that they're beautiful, they will never see that. And they will always think that they are not beautiful. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing with your accomplishments here. Is like, if you do not recognize your own accomplishments, then I feel like others will not either. Yeah, so like, it's like, I feel like there is something there about you growing this like sense of like realizing how powerful and important your accomplishments are. And I feel like it only inspires you to do more, to achieve more. And I feel like if anything, it's really motivating you to go forward during this time. Like, what else can I achieve? What else can I pursue? Like, I feel like that could be very much your energy right now, is like a time of creativity, but also like acting on not impulses, but more like intuition. So things that maybe things that aren't, because our intuition sometimes doesn't make sense in terms of our 3D reality that we live in. But it can be so important to follow that intuition. Whether it's telling you that you're supposed to go down a certain path or explore a certain path, or, you know, if your intuition is telling you that something's unsafe, it's always good to listen to that intuition within you. And so, I'm trying to remember where I was going with that. Yeah, so it's like a time of acting on those creative impulses. And also, I feel like that is also another thing that is making people gravitate towards you, is because you're in a time of creation. You're in a time of exploration. And I feel like it's a very captivating energy for other people. And they're coming towards you because they're like, wow, I really, you know, dig this person's vibes, you know? They're just in a positive energy that is just very nice, you know? So, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles, please clarify. Please and thank you. Anything else for the 10 of Pentacles? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Anything else? Okay, thank you. Just making sure none of them flip it down. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. So the first to come out was the Four of Pentacles. And then the Four of Swords came out in the reverse. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Oh yeah. And then the Emperor. I like that. Okay. So starting out with the Four of Pentacles. There was a time for you in which you held on to something past its expiration date, is what I'm getting. Whether this be a job or a relationship or even finances. Maybe you were almost unhealthy with your finances to a certain degree, and like holding on to a certain outcome, like the idea of a certain outcome, and if it wasn't that, you weren't happy kind of idea. There is what I'm getting. So that could be something that you're transitioning out of, that time of like clinging on to things that no longer serve you. And I feel like you took the time, because like the Four of Swords upright really indicates like a time of resting, and it's almost like, to me, it's almost like the mini hermit card. You know, it's not quite the hermit, but it's like you spent some time in isolation, healing, probably resting yourself if you've been through a lot. You probably have been very tired as well, is a message I'm getting. And there's also like, I feel like there's also like this energy of like dreaming. Something that you've been dreaming about. Like a new future. Anyways, yeah, so when it comes out in the reverse, I see this as like you're exiting that time of isolation and, you know, consideration and meditation. And not to say that you're completely done with meditation or anything like that, but like you have spent some time within yourself, within your environment, resting, whatever, taking care of you. And I feel like you're kind of like not, and it's not like you're getting rid of that, you're just exiting that time of isolating within your healing journey. So it's like you're still on your healing journey and stuff, and you're not gonna like, you know, suddenly give up your spirituality, but you know, I feel like you're coming out of that time of isolation, and that is something that is very good for you. And I honestly, I really love that this comes out like this after the Four of Pentacles, because it's telling me that you noticed this behavior within yourself. You noticed that you were clinging on to things that no longer served you. And yeah, and you took the time out to kind of reflect on that, to rest and kind of even get messages from the divine, because that's like another message with the Four of Swords, I find. So it's like you could have been, you know, talking to your spiritual team, your spirit guide, spirit, you know, and maybe through that it was like very healing for you. So yeah, there was like definitely a healing phase, and maybe a time of just like really exploring like, why do I do this? Why do I cling to things that no longer serve me? There's like self-reflection that is a big part of the Four of Swords. And with the Seven of Wands following that, it tells me that there is success coming for you. Oh, actually, because it's followed by the Emperor, this could be somebody that wants success with you. And they could see you as like the Ten of Pentacles, really. You could be like giving that like, just like happy home, happy life kind of energy. Like you could be somebody that kind of like gives like ideal partner vibes, you know what I mean? Like it's actually really quite sweet if somebody's like seeing you through this perspective here. And maybe they even see that you've been, you know, on your own, kind of figuring things out, resting, taking care of yourself. Maybe they realize that, and maybe that's something that they really respect about you. Because especially when they're showing up as the Emperor gets to this place through his conquest, through his battles. You can even see the armor that he has on, as if he's ready for it if it happens. And he, along his journey, he finally gets to this seat as the emperor, you know? And the emperor has a lot of power, and with power comes great responsibility, you know? Spider-Man. Anyways. So, like, I think, you know, you can only really get to the emperor status through working on yourself and through having the confidence within you to achieve the things that you want, you know? Because, like, believing in yourself is such a big part of becoming the emperor, really. And so I think that this person respects that. And because they're showing up as the emperor, they know your worth. They know how worthy you are of having a stable person in your life. Yeah, and I feel like they're coming towards you. They want to fight for this. They want to overcome any obstacles that may be in the way in terms of this connection. And yeah, it seems really positive, actually. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. So this sort of tells me that you could have experienced a lot of disappointment in the past, especially when it comes to love. Disappointment and sadness, even depression. You may have gone into a depression after some sort of like breakup or ending in a relationship. And that could even have triggered this Four of Swords and this Four of Swords energy, you know, of like taking the time to reflect, to heal, to rest yourself. And so you probably have taken out the you know, you've taken out, I don't know if proper is the right word, but like, for lack of a better word, you've taken out the proper amount of time to heal things. And I feel like as a result of taking that time to yourself, taking that time to work on yourself and heal certain parts of yourself, I feel like now that is like closing that chapter of your life and opening a new one in which new things are coming in, new experiences are coming in, new people are coming in, more than likely. Yeah, I'm not really getting past partner energy, which is honestly kind of a first. Like, I feel like most of the time I do get some sort of lingering past energy, but I think you're kind of like opening a new chapter in your book of life, and good things are coming towards you, really. I'm gonna get some let's get some closing thoughts. Yeah. Please and thank you. Any closing thoughts for the collective to keep in mind when these things are happening for them? Okay. Anything else? Please and thank you. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Okay, that's way too many. Oh no, I made mistakes. Okay, no, I'm gonna keep that one. Okay. I'm good. Okay. We're good. We're good with that. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, for closing thoughts, let's just, sorry, it kind of came out a little chaotic, so I'm like trying to rearrange. Okay. Yeah. So, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. I knew that, but I still said Pentacles. Father of Cups, otherwise known as the King of Cups. Two of Wands. The Death card. And the Chariot card. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. So, yeah, you've been going through a tough time in terms of relationships with other people, stability within yourself, within your life, and you've left unfulfilling things in the past. It's like you literally have closed the chapter, that past chapter in your life. You're on to the new, you know? With the King of Cups, this could be somebody that's coming towards you. Somebody that's very loving, has very deep emotions, probably for you, to be honest. I'll clarify these a little bit more to, get some more information, but Two of Wands, I think that's just telling you, like, you're focusing on what is next in your life, you know? You're focusing on the road ahead because you're being so divinely inspired during this time. It's almost like you're people may see it as being blindly trusting the divine, you know, in your intuition. So maybe you don't even know necessarily where you're going to end up or what the end goal is, but you're just getting started. And that seems like a positive thing as well. Whether this is something you've been developing for some time or this is something that you're just getting started. Yeah, so if this is something that you have been working at for a while, or this is something that you're just getting started on, I feel like you're just excited. You're excited and you want to go, you know, you want to go for it. The Death card speaks of transformation, you know, and that's kind of what this whole reading has really been about. You're just transforming in a way that's just so major, you know, like especially with the major arcana here. It's like a super intense transformation. And the Chariot just tells me again, there's like this fire in your stomach. What? Fire. There's like some sort of fire within you that is like burning, and it's what's pushing you forward, propelling you. It's like there's some sort of fuel within yourself. And it's just telling you, go, 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 go for it, you know? Yeah, because you just want to go. You just want to, whatever it is, whatever you're moving towards right now, you're like just divinely guided to just go for it. And I feel like that's really the energy that you're going to be embodying, especially with this transformation. You may even be coming out of a time of like, you know, more tiredness, low energy, resting, and then suddenly you have like this motivation, this inspiration, this energy out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh, I need to go. I need to do it, you know? And maybe you don't even fully understand it yourself, but you're like, I trust in the universe. I'm going to follow whatever my intuition tells me. And it's going to bring you love. This Ace of Cups here, whether that be self-love or love from another person. I typically see the Ace of Cups as like love from another person, but it could be self-love that you're, you know, really embodying during this time. Okay, I'm going to start clarifying these. Although I feel like the messages are pretty clear cut. Well, I'll just see if they have anything else. Anything else to add to this, please and thank you. Anything else, please and thank you. Okay. So, 10 of Swords. So again, like I said earlier, 10 of Swords is all about that pain, that even betrayal. That's like a big part of it as well, but it's coming to an end. Like that's finally over. You can finally say that that part of your life, this phase, this section of your life, that is over for you. Queen of Swords. This could be energy that you're embodying, somebody that has boundaries, somebody that's selective about the people that they let into their life and into their energy, somebody that knows the truth as well, can see the truth. So you may be able to see people's true intentions when they come towards you as well, especially if you're directly connected to the divine in your intuition. I feel like you could have like a very strong sense of things right now. And I feel like you just like, you call it, you know, like it's like, you know, you see somebody coming towards you and you're like, okay, that person is just wanting X, Y, and Z, or, you know, I feel like you can read people. You can read people like really heavily during this time. Could freak some people out as well. If your like intuition is like really spot on and you're like sharing it with somebody's like, wait, how do you know that? That could be another thing as well. The Two of Wands also came out, so that's pretty funny since we just had the Two of Wands as well. So double confirmation again. Lots of confirmation in this reading. I love it. And again, it's like, what is next? What is the next step in my journey? What else is there? You know, is sort of like this energy here. You know, like, so it's like, yeah, you're just ready for change. You're ready for new things. I feel like that's like really what it is. It's like you're having a refresher of some sort. You know, you're refreshing your energy, you're refreshing your life, and it's like, yeah, just transformation, but like in a positive way. I'm very drawn to the bottom of the deck right now, and the way that it's coming out, let me see if I can try and handle this. So the way that it's hanging out right now is 10 of Wands, the Empress card, and the 5 of Cups. You probably have been burdened for some time. The Empress is very important since we had the Emperor earlier. You're probably embodying the Empress energy. But there is some pain from the past that is potentially it still hurts. Also, I'm seeing, sorry, I'm like trying my best to show you what I'm seeing. The Tower card is underneath the 5 of Cups, so that is telling me that that pain from the past, something about it is shaking things up for you. That's an interesting energy. And so with the 10 of Wands, yeah, there's heavy burdens. Underneath is the 4 of Cups. So maybe there's even like a storyline. Well, the 4 of Cups, I think, is also talking about boundary setting. And yeah, being selective with what you let in, what you don't. And with the 10 of Wands as well, there's also a message about like, even though there's been like this heavy burden, you're about to like unload that heavy burden. So yeah, like you're probably coming out of a time in which you feel heavily burdened and things may be feeling lighter for you. And maybe this like feeling of lightness is coming as a result of these boundaries that you're putting in place, this self-love and self-work that you've been doing. And with that 5 of Cups and that Tower card though, I found that very interesting. I think it could also indicate that there could be somebody that's trying to come back into your life from your past that has disappointed you. And you, how do I say this in a nice way? You could be exploding at them, especially if there's a lot of pain there, which I feel like there is with the 5 of Cups that was behind the Empress. So yeah, I think that you're probably, if anybody comes from your past, especially if it's somebody that hurt you, like with the 10 of Swords, somebody that mega betrayed you, that if they try to come back, you are not having it, especially because you're embodying the Queen of Swords energy. Especially if they betrayed you in the past. I feel like, you know, you're one of those people that learns from their past mistakes, which not everybody has that ability. And I feel like, yeah, you're like, you know, what is the saying? Like once bitten, twice shy or something like that. I feel like you learned your lesson, really. You're just like, okay, you put me through X, Y, and Z. I am not letting you back into my life, no matter what you tell me, because I see the truth. I see the real you. Yeah, you're only accepting the people that are real, you know? So like that Emperor card or this like King of Cups here, you're only allowing people that are genuinely for you and coming in the right energy, you know? Yeah, so because you're gonna be coming into this time of pretty much glowing, is really the energy that I'm getting. You're probably gonna be attracting all sorts of people. So probably somebody from your past will come, but I don't think you're having it. You're transforming on a major scale. There's no room for the past anymore. There's no room for these past people coming back into the picture. You're ready for new. You know, that's something I'm getting pretty strongly. You're ready for new experiences. You're not ready. You're not wishing for people that have hurt you in your past. You're like, you know what? I know my worth. I know what I'm capable of. And I know what I'm going to accept and what I'm not. And I know the kind of partner that I deserve, you know? And that's beautiful. I more power to you for that one. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, especially if like that past person made you carry all of the heavy burdens, you're just like not having it. No, no. Anything that came from the past that did not serve you, you're like cutting that out. Especially with the Queen of Swords energy. Yeah. You're on it for sure. Because like all of this past energy, you know, in terms of love, in terms of disappointment, betrayal, those are still fresh in your mind. You're not forgetting those things. You may forgive, but not forget. You know what I mean? But, well, I'll have that on a different video because it's kind of a rant. But pretty much, I just want to say that you never have to forgive people. I feel like that's a misconception when it comes to healing. But, you know, I think that if you are somebody that forgives people, you probably forgive, but you don't forget. And so you know what these people did to you. And if they try to come back, you're just not having it. You have your boundaries up. You have like a force field around you. Yeah. And it's almost like it's your own self forming that force field, as well as your connection to the divine as well. So it's like just powerful force field sort of energy. Like, it's like almost like the closest that somebody can get to you is like 6 feet away, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like your force field is just so great, and like people can't even touch you. People can't even get to you unless you allow them to, and you are not if they're coming in the wrong energy. Or if these are people from your past that hurt you, you're not allowing those people into your life. And you're like, no, I know my worth. I know what I'm capable of. And I know what I deserve, you know, in a relationship. And those past people aren't it, you know? And you know that, for sure. Yeah. I really like this reading so much. So yeah, this is what's happening for you in love. You're attracting a lot of new energy. You're transforming in major ways, and you're becoming so attractive. People are going to be drawn towards you. But you know what's right for you, and you know what's wrong for you, and you are making the correct decisions because you got that divine enlightenment, and I like that a lot. So anyways, if this resonated for you, I hope that you feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope that you stay tuned for future readings. Also, if you have any ideas for future readings, like themes and stuff, I would love to hear them. So feel free to comment about those. And if you've subscribed to the channel, you can become a part of the Hive Collective. Because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives. You can become an honorary bee like me. And yeah, we can have a little community of bees here. And just be little happy bees with no responsibilities. I don't know. You know, just like little happy bees in their little hive, you know, their own little world. Anyway. Yeah, I'm rambling. Anyways, so thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.